Hey guys, Ayo Swaffy here with another video, and today we're just going to be talking about farming in Deadlock. And hopefully today I can give you guys some tips and tricks on your timings, your priorities, and just a better understanding of the jungle overall. And first of all, I did just want to do a VOD review, mostly for lane I go even. I died a couple times as well. And this just goes to show you that yes, laning is important, but with good farming, you can still carry the game, and it's not the end all be all. So I did want to go over some of the soul mechanics in this game. There are crates and little golden statues all around the map, and once you start getting more used to jungle paths and just all around general map knowledge, you'll figure out where these spawn because it's the same every game. And it's good to have a little path where you hit these boxes. But farming these boxes and the jungle will actually give you unsecured souls. Now, unsecured souls are spent last when you buy and convert to secured over time. And basically, what it means when you have unsecured souls is when you die, you will lose all of those unsecured souls. And you won't actually lose them. A bag will be placed on the ground, a little small sphere, and that can be collected by the enemy team or your team. But for the most part, whoever's closest to it will probably snag it up. Now, it's super important to know this because you don't want to be farming all the jungle, all game. Say have 1,000 unsecured souls, then fight and hand that bag over to the enemy team. It's like a huge swing, and it also just feels bad. You spend all your time farming, you go to fight, you die, and you lose all those souls that you just farmed. So that's just a little brief overview of the soul mechanics of this game. Now let's talk about jungle camps. And yes, I did play League. You can't tell already. There is actually 3 tiers of mobs, which are indicated by the arrows, and I'll briefly go over all those tiers with you guys. I actually circled them, color coordinated them. So in pink are the tier 1 camps. They're the easiest to do, and they spawn at 2 minutes. Now the yellow is the tier 2 camps. Those are a little bit harder, and those spawn at 7 minutes, along with the tier 3 camps, which are actually super hard to take and definitely need to be a little bit later into the game, unless you're someone like McGinnis or Bebop who can just use their R to clear them, which is actually pretty worth. And then at 10 minutes, which I circled in blue, are the vending machines. These give 800 gold each, so you should definitely be looking out for these and always have some priority towards them. And for these vending machines, all you have to do is heavy melee them. They do take a bit of health, so don't be on 0 HP when you are going to take them. But once again, they do give 800 gold, so you should be looking to take these whenever they're up, basically on their timer. So you've been taking your tier 1 camps as you go, you're doing lane perfectly fine, it's normal, there's no advantage, no disadvantage, and now it finally hits 7 minutes. So all of tier camps are spawned. This is when you should start looking to clear the jungle. Now, please don't ignore your lane, just the jungle. Yes, you should have a path, but the minion waves will always have more priority. Seriously, the minions will always be secured souls, and pushing out your lane applies more pressure on the map, and it also allows you to jungle safer. So please don't ignore your lane, just the jungle. I know we've all seen it. The Haze who just never gets out of the jungle, lets all her walkers get pushed in, lets them fall to minions. Don't be that guy. Alright, like I was saying, you should always focus on catching your waves. But sometimes, you have to give up your guardian, and you might have to abandon the lane just to farm jungle and catch up, which is fair and perfectly fine, but you should never abandon the waves at the walker. It's super defendable, and the enemy is usually overextending if you're pushing it for long enough. And like I was saying earlier, even if you have to put off the camp halfway through clearing it, the jungle will always be there, and the souls from the wave. So that's how I kind of look at it. All right, so the jungle is a bait sometimes. It can be frustrating when your teammates just jungle all game, don't fight when you need it, or even vice versa when you really need to farm and your team just won't stop fighting. So the question becomes, how do we get better at that? Well, knowing your hero's power spikes is a good indicator on when you should start grouping, as well as just general macro, which comes with experience. But doing camps on your way from a rotation or capitalizing, say, on deaths of the enemy team is important. For example, you don't want to be doing camps on your spawn when the whole enemy team is dead, or doing camps when the whole enemy team is on your walker or ending the game. Farming is an art form, and it will grow as you do. Each hero, you'll learn little tricks that you can do to farm faster and clear faster, which will just overall help your tempo. But hopefully, these tips and tricks that I give you guys can take you guys to the next level. Alright, so that will conclude this video for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching up until this point. If you did like the video, please leave a like, maybe even subscribe. And if you had any comments or questions, leave those down below. I did just want to do like a brief overview on my philosophy for jungling. So if I did miss anything out, please let me know. Drop those down below. I appreciate you guys. Deadlock is super addicting. This is my favorite game, so I'm definitely going to be uploading more content. So keep on the lookout for that. Once again, thanks so much, guys. Love you all. Deuces.